Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the city of angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Green 80! Watch the slant! Watch the slant!
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They run it with Carson. And right away, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Set up. Check 49, check 49.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Out to his left. He'll run it. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Got it. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Go. Here we go.
Third and goal, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. Here I go.
Throwing is Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check 52, come on. Check 52, come on. 14. Look small. By 52, by 52. Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh.
Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Pulled in at the 24. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey,
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 9 there.
Setting up your defender. Give them a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now This time he'll look to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a fourth down. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Double dog, that's the way.
To throw is Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Mike, 58, right there. I don't think you got it, sir. Alert. Switch it up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at them.
They come up in an offset eye. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Kill.
They'll try to run with Carson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Let's get it. Watch twist.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
54. I'm coming.
Open man is QT, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike.
Now Jackson on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls get through goalposts.
Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here I come again. Undercrunch.
From the 39, Jackson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This 2nd quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full.
Now the ball comes loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
You. Mike, go. Mike 50. On the ball.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Check.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Come on now, let's go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm on. Check 66. Bullet. High. Crunch.
Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
Check your hot read. Showing it. What?
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check 43. Hold up.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down, and the Rams are going to jump back in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go, fellas.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. Go.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
3 yards there to begin the third quarter. They also lead by 3 points.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play action now. Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Motion. Go, 50, Mike 50. They can't hang with us. Go, 50, Mike 50.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Hill shedding the tackle, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a...
Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
14. Too quick. I got him. Right 34. Scoop. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson flushed out right. Then he finds Beasley complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver. Tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
He's moving, boys, he's moving. Mike's 50. You ain't got nothing. Check safety. Mike 50. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Hey, swing roll. Wes, he's coming.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go, baby.
So that'll back them up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Ready. Ball shot. 54. Get track. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey. Woo-hoo. Rush in. Set up.
On second down, Jackson. Well, he's going to have the hook up to QT. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Jackson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. On the tackle there, Natrell Jamerson out of Wisconsin.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
Check.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson got an open man. It's QT. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
A 7-yard gain. Complete to QT. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Let's bring it. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Set. Cut. Check Mike 54.
Step, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown. Rams. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard. Line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Good.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Alert. 16 is a loss. We taking wins home. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Got it.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And now they have taken a fourth quarter lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson throwing again. And this one incomplete. too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the screen. Hey, watch it, watch it. Switch. Right there.
He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we get back. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Kill, turn up.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Kill. Mike's 50, mighty weapon. Get your swarm on. Alert, put up. Alert 3. Go. Hey. Go.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Switch. Check nickel. Ready. 50, Mike 50.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
That's a gain of
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down? Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down.
Check 31, check 31.
On fourth down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. Beasley. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Now it's Carson. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They run again with Carson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Watch that in, tight end right. Hey, 4 down. Check 8-2. Whip.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
He can't, man. He's not going to get me. At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Exit. 58 is the mic.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's second down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Throwing now is Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Xavier Howard on recovery.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
You don't want to see me. You don't want me. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Bang, bang, bang.
One last shot for Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.